Boom! Back in the tube. Live and direct for another half hour, an hour. We'll see how it goes. Time to let go of our very highly dysfunctional default state. How's that sound? You know, when we look outside of ourselves, we can easily sense the dysfunction, for sure. No one can sit here this morning in their comfort of their home and look at the world at large and the wars and all the suffering and the tortures of the animals and all the madness. Anybody can recognize the madness, whether you're participating in it unconsciously or consciously. But I think everyone can recognize the madness that we're in, and a change is necessary. For sure, a change is necessary, and not only necessary, a change is coming. A change is coming because we are raising our level of awareness. So the level of awareness is growing constantly amongst the population. You know, it's no man is an island. I cannot change the world. I can change myself. I can shine my light. I can do all kinds of things, but I cannot change the world. The world has to change itself. Means that people have to change. We have to change our ways, change the way we do things to become functional again. For sure, we are functional in this matrix because it's very dysfunctional. So anybody will be able to, with a bit of programming, fit inside the matrix and be very comfortable. No doubt there. But comfortable to a certain extent. You're going to have suffering with that too. Like with your comfort of the mind come the suffering of the body. I think that's inevitable at one point if you're not, if you don't focus everything for your journey, it's going to be very hard to get that vibration. But yeah, the dysfunction, no doubt that human, that's a word to define us again. We are very, very intelligent, but we are tainted by madness also. There's lots of madness in us that we have to get rid of. That's why making your mission to eradicate evil is not very much the right thing to do. I think you should make it your mission to really eradicate the evil, but the evil inside you, what you're possessed with, because we're all in some form possessed with some kind of evil shit until we look a bit outside of the preconceived idea that Babylon gives us. You know, when we remove the chains and the chains of mental slavery, because that's what it is. You know, we're not in chain. We don't have chains around us, but we have chains of mental slavery. So remove those chains, break free from the chain. You know, break free from the chain of mental slavery and realize who you are. Start asking a decent question. Decent question. It's possible to ask question. Why not question our reality? Is the earth really a ball? A lot of people say, well, yeah, we've been told. Oh, yeah, you sure? Investigate a bit further. Look around and take a good look. I'm not telling you what it is. Like, I'm not coming with this speech all the time, but it's question we should ask. It's question I never asked myself for once in my life. Too busy, too dysfunctional. Too dysfunctional, too misaligned. I think we become very, very misaligned with the purpose. Very misaligned with the purpose, with the mission. We lose the sense of mission. We lose the sense of mission because we are constantly bombarded with nonsense. Stuff that takes us out of focus. There's a lot of things that can come and take you out of focus, especially when you're sick, you know, when your health is not A1 and stuff. This can take you out of focus. It can lower your vibration. And there's a lot of stuff. So very, very important to stay uplifted and, recalibrate yourself to your natural state of being, which is love. Yeah, we should all be love. If the world would be love, things would be different, for sure. But we are bringing back the love slowly and putting an end to this dysfunctional default state. A lot of us are letting go of the default state. So time to format the program that they put in our head. That's what's happening. Many people are formatting that program. They are saying, we have enough. We have enough of the bullshit. We have enough of your lies. We have enough of your nonsense. Now we want a sense life. We have enough of being dysfunctional. Yeah, we want to, I've been given life. This is my world. This is your world. It belongs to you as much as me, and we don't do nothing with it. For many reasons. There's a programming also acting inside of us. Very important to recognize the ego. This is probably the major part in your awakening is the ego, the recognition of the ego and its effect on you and its effect on others. That is becoming one of my main focus to, make my layers of ego very thin so I can become functional again in a dysfunctional society. This is what's happening. I'm just becoming very functional in a dysfunctional society where everybody is either in here for greed or for some kind of other purpose that is not to help others. Humanity, most people help. It's not hard to find people helping people, but what I mean is on a massive scale, we're very just for ourselves. Look at the countries; they're just for themselves. The ego you find in the individual, the ego you find in the individual, you will find it at large in society also. This is the same ego you find in mega corporations. They're fighting against each other. It's all about ego. It's all about boosting the sense of self, the false sense of self, because what boosts my sense of self? I prefer come here, have two viewers now, and do my thing, very intimate, and I don't need the false gratification for my to boost my sense of self. Like, it's very fine like that. I'm not. No, it's good. It's great vibe. Like, I don't want to forge myself a false image by by doing fake things. Like, I just want to do my thing, patience and consistent action. Always do something every day to become better at my craft. That's what is my aim, to become functional again in a dysfunctional society. Because if I can become functional, I can now at the same time teach others to be functional, to become functional too. So I think it's very important that we all at one point take a good look in the mirror and say, enough is enough. Enough of the bullshit. Enough of the... It's time I take ownership for my life. I have given my life away enough. I have given my life away enough. It's time for me to... it's a new heart, a new... it's time to awake to your life purposes. Time to awake to your life purposes. We all have a purpose. Your life has a purpose. Do you think you're alive with no purpose? You're here as a random flake and you have no purpose, nothing for you here? Come on. If you're alive like me, you have something waiting for you, but you must find it. You must find it inside of you. You dig. Do work inside of you. Do work on yourself. Go in silence, think, meditate, reflect, do whatever you need to do to find yourself. This is what you need to do. And at one point, you will find it with enough reflection, enough introspection. You will find who you are meant to be. Nobody is unable to discover that, but it's been covered. So discover it, It has to be exposed who you are. That's how you're going to really attain a great level of freedom, is when you are able to expose who you are. becoming who you are, removing the mask that society has given you at birth. When your ego was born, that's why the birthday is really something now that the birthday for me is gone out of my head. I don't wish a happy birthday to nobody on Facebook or whatever. In real life, I don't attach importance to that because this is really the birth of the ego. This is what I realize. It's in a way, I see things my own way. If you want to, many people are very comfortable with what what society does, like with what's going on in society. People are comfortable with that. Some prefer follow the herd. Because the level of comfortability is there. So comfortable in thinking, comfortable in many aspects. Don't have to stretch too much. Yeah. Often we need that. We need the stretch. We need the the extra mile. We need the extra mile. We need to do the extra mile sometimes to get to where we want to go. It's not gonna be easy. Life is not easy. But you can expect it easy. You can come here and expect it easy unless your parents are put you into success at start. Like there is children like that their parents. If you're born into success, like probably gonna be easy for you. But if not, if you weren't born with a silver spoon in your mouth, you're gonna have a hard time. You're gonna have to crawl through shit to get to where you want. But that's what makes you a better man, a better woman. It's to stretch outside your comfort zone. If you don't stretch, you're never gonna find who you are. So you gotta go into action. You gotta do things. You gotta be silly. You gotta be bold. But you have to do things. You have to go into action. No matter what you do, just constantly go into action. Constantly in action and constantly facing your fears. Facing your fears is very important. Constantly facing your fears. Because this is how you're going to grow exponentially also. That's how you're going to become functional. By facing your fears and making sure that you have control over them, not your fears controlling you, not your fears immobilizing you. Take control of your, and it's all in the mind. It's all in our minds. Everything we experience is from here. So we make up a lot of stuff in there. We make up a lot of stuff and believe it. So, and that makes us becoming very dysfunctional because we have all kinds of belief that we don't even know if it exists. We have never verified if it exists. We have never verified for ourselves, and we just believe. Believe this, believe that, believe in science, believe in religion, believe in this, without even asking questions. So that makes us very dysfunctional because then we become mind control. That's a form of mind control, one of the form of mind control. It's not the worst. It's not the worst because the worst form of mind control is between us. That's what I say all the time. It's the judgment we give on each other. It's the worst form of mind control is on each other. So, the government can do whatever mind control they want unless we get out of this very, very highly dysfunctional default state. We will probably, as a whole, remain dysfunctional because it's up to us. We have the power. We have the power to become functional. We're not destined to be dysfunctional beings all our life. Like at one point, like me, I don't know, it's maybe that's the journey, that's where I am. But, at one point I asked question on why am I here? Where am I? What is this life? What is this all about? What is this very highly dysfunctional state of human? Why are we killing each other? So much torture, torturing the animals, torturing this. Everything we touch is tainted by madness almost. Like very evil state of dysfunctionality. So, but evil is dysfunctional also. It's very, to me, it's just forces. It's just things we have inside of us. Like, We have both. We can be good or bad. It's your choice. It beats at the middle. Look, I can decide from one minute to another to become a very bad person. It's all in me. I can kill people if I want. It's possible, but I won't do it because it's not in my nature. It's not in my. But we have the both is inside of us. So which side are you gonna choose? The bad, the good, the evil, or the good? Because at the end, it comes to the fact that it's good over evil. So it's just that. It's not because it's people pulling strings or no, it's up to us. The moment we take back control, ownership for our life, it's to take back ownership for our life. That's all it is. It's not very stressful. They're not very complicated to change the world. People sometimes make it very complicated. It's because they're very dysfunctional also. Once you become functional and you realign with your more vibration that is original to your blueprint, wow, you become suddenly very functional and at ease. It comes at ease because this is your natural state. So it's not something you're going to force or you're going to necessarily have a hard time to deal with. It's your natural state. So being dysfunctional is not very natural. Like we're very, very gone astray. We have lost our way as a whole. But some of us are remembering, some of us are coming out and also utilizing what we have created as, for sure, like every science and technology today, it come from us, but we are no doubt that we are very, very intelligent, but it's tainted by madness. Like, look what we do with the internet, that there's all kinds of madness on there. There's good stuff, but there's madness. It's always tainted by madness because of this very highly dysfunctional state that we are, default state. So everything we do is tainted by madness. But it's possible as a whole. Like if I can change, and many people are changing their ways. Like it started a long time ago too. It started like maybe I would say the big exodus started probably in the 60s with the hippies in USA, the hippie movement, like they were rejecting authority and there's more and more people rejecting authority. I'm not the only one that says that it's all BS, it's all illusion. Many people are, but again, some of us are questioning certain stuff and some others are questioning more deeply. Some dive more deeply than others, and that's okay. It's everyone has his journey, and to make sense of his journey. So it's not something that we should judge each other for. Oh, you're at that point in your journey, or I'm at that point. Oh, I know more than you. Oh, I question more stuff than you. I'm better than you. This is all egotistic stuff to make us dysfunctional. As soon as you're into your ego, as soon as you recognize the ego, you're acting from your ego, you're very dysfunctional because that's the program in you. This is the first pillar of Satanism. It's to inflate the ego. Why do you think it's the first one? This is the main thing in humanity that we have to get rid of is the ego programming. It's to think that you're better than someone else or you're not, or you're inferior. Any time you have a feeling of inferiority or superiority towards someone, it's your ego. It's your ego. You're acting out of your ego. So the ego is the main thing. We have to become very aware when we act from our ego and try to get rid of that old pattern that we have inside. Because every time, once you become aware of your ego, next time you act out of ego, it's not necessarily your ego because you are aware of the presence of the ego. So now you're trying to work on yourself, to get to that original blueprint, to not be so much in your ego. You try to act less and less out of ego, but it's a big job. It's a big job to eradicate the program, to format the program. Like when you format your computer, it's going to be a big job to re-put all the programs and the stuff you want, the new stuff you want in. So it's the same thing with you. It's going to come with effort for sure. If you don't expect doing effort or coming out with there is something, there is a highly dysfunctional state that we must take care of. We must take care of it on a personal level first. Change your ways. Start being self-reliant. Very, very important. Self-reliant. Let go of those corporations. Grow your own food. I have a problem with that. Grow everything. Oh, grow. I don't have a problem with that sound in English. Grow. I don't know. It's the G. I always have problems saying that word. Grow your own food. Yeah, and become very active. Become very active, not only in your life but in your community. Help people. Whether it's the little things we do that gonna make us realize that we have been programmed. Like, I didn't realize that I was programmed until I questioned the stuff that I was told. And then I realized, whoa, they wanted to program me into some kind of madness, into believing that this was reality. I've never questioned reality so much because you are very, very programmed to trust them. You're programmed to trust authority, to trust the government, to trust your teacher, to trust anybody, any charlatan that's going to come your way. You're going to be trusting them because you've been trained to not question authority, to trust authority, hey, what is that madness? Just that is pure madness. Pure madness to trust them. Like, we have lost the sense of power in our own life. If we that's giving away our power, trusting them. We don't need government to govern our life. We can all govern ourselves on a personal level. That's for sure. I need to drink something. I'm kind of parched here. Yeah. Time to let go. Time to let go also of the old programming. The old programming. It's a new hurt. It's a decade of consciousness. The decade of where we can envision in people a new beginning, a new hurt. That's what I see happening, arising, a new earth. People waking up to their purpose in life, people leaving the distractions, people remembering who they are. This is what I see happening. And it's happening at a very, very fast pace. It's accelerating, actually. The rate of people that are realizing the whole program, not just that the earth is not a ball. That's one thing, but there's a lot more things that we have to work on before we start working on. Like, it's okay, you have to be aware you've been lied to, but I mean, your first focus should not be on measuring with a laser on the side of the shore to see if there is really a curve. We've been lied to on everything, so focus on you. Focus on eradicating that ego, to make it the thinner possible, your layers of ego, so you become functional in a dysfunctional world. This is my goal. I'm not coming here to do the clown. I come here to work on my stuff. I'm here every day, same time. Today I haven't published the thing. I published it like 10 minutes before. But I'm always going to be here I'm programmed for that. That this is what I do. I re-implement a program in my head. I do that by having good habits. Because the habit you're going to take are everything. The habit you're going to take are going to guide you in life, because it's all in the habits. It's all in the habits, and install one habit at a time. Like, I started by doing my bike, and then I went to yoga. I come to those live show on YouTube. This is all habits for me. I make this an habit. It's not. I don't like force myself to do it. It's an habit. This morning I just pressed start. I had nothing ready. No, like, I woke up at 6:15. 6:15 I was up, and I'm like, okay, I'm going live on YouTube. It's an habit. It's an habit, so I don't stress with that. Also, when you start turning your purpose or your life goes into an habit, you will not do it with very much ease. So I say my suggestion is for sure make it an habit, consistent action every day. Every day work on your stuff, whether it's an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours. Who cares? It's the work you're gonna do on it every day, because this is part of building the strength also. If you have the strength, if you discipline yourself to something and you go towards it and you accomplish it, it gives you strength. It builds you up. That's what you want to do. You want to build yourself up, big yourself up, big up yourself for sure. And how do you big up yourself? Well, you got to work on yourself. You got to first of all, my first focus is really onto my original blueprint and do something that is going to be good for the benefit of us all. It's not just at one point. Also, when you become functional in a dysfunctional society, you become like more from the heart. You come from the heart. You come more from a space of love and a space of natural vibration. What we are. Like, I don't think I'm here to destroy or to kill or to. That's not in my nature. I don't have that naturally. We are love. We are being programmed into madness, into all this Babylonian stuff. We are programmed into it because originally I don't feel. I feel love very, very much. Like, I have love for people. I have love for. I love all kinds of stuff. Love is in my heart. For sure, I cannot deny that. Love is in my heart. It's just a word. Yeah, but the feeling, I can, there's words that you can put feeling on, and these words are powerful. These words are powerful when you can put feelings on words. Words of feeling are very, very powerful because they mean something. They have vibration, higher vibration than if I tell you, like, this is a glass. Like, if I give you the word a glass of water or love, what has more vibration? Glass or love? Hate or lighter? Lighter or hate? Which one has most vibration? Hate, for sure. Like, we have to be careful with our words, and we have to also exploit the vibration from them, like, bring it to life, bring those words to life. Like, we have words, yeah, but they're dead if you don't bring them to life. If you don't speak them, they're dead. They're written on paper, or they're, the words have power. The words have power also to help a lot of people. Yeah, lighter has a lot of lighter. Yeah, lighter. Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of vibration. It was not meant this way. The challenge is satisfying, though. Light will be honored. So you guys can show us what you know about living. Yes, Cindy. Big up, Cindy. Jolie Loli, Yellow Crystal Warrior. Is my friend Ivar here this morning? Ivar, are you there? Fanny and Answer. Big up, Fanny. That's my other bro. Morning, Truman. Boom. Yeah. I believe in me and our inside power. That's what you have to do. That's what we have to do. The moment, fucking science, bro. I'll explain that thing in my journey. I found answers in shape and sound. Yeah. That's it. Law, suppress science, real medicine, and cures. Yeah. What was your comments you said before? I believe in in me and on our inside power. But this is a game. Yeah. Big up. Shout out. Shout in. Yeah, shout in. Shout in. Yeah, it's not shout out, it's shout in. Yeah, what I think is almost 9 a.m. on this sunny Sabbath morning here in Avalon High Hall. Red Rose Rockers in the house. Big up, Red Rose. Big up, Red Rose in the house. Whoa, serious things are starting here this morning. I'm under pressure. Red Rose is in the house. No, it's good. Good feeling. I love to see you all. Hi, everybody. A very big family, beautiful family we're building here. And I love it. It's great. It's a great vibration. We're going to keep it that way. We're going to We're going to concentrate on keeping it that way, on not going astray, because it's very easy to go astray too. I could potentially, I'm subject to go back to Babylon, for sure. I know that. I know I'm subject to it. Listen, I'm vulnerable as much as everybody. This is to realize also your vulnerability, and that's why it's very important to build the strength to not become too vulnerable to Babylon, because we all have I'm under pressure of going back in there for sure. The temptations are all over me. It's all over me, the madness. So, and people, the majority of people are very comfortable in the matrix and the madness. You know, come on, I was eating dead flesh for most of my life, maybe 20 years of my life. 20 years. The first, 20 years. More than that, 30 years, 30-something years. There may be a good 10 years I've been without flesh. But, just this is pure madness. I realize that's pure madness. Where, these animals have conscience, it's terrible. Anyway, that's a whole subject on itself. And people get that's the two things that people don't really want to hear about is veganism and flat earth. I don't know why. As soon as you bring that up, it's like they shut down. They shut down now. Whoa, you're talking about flat earth and you're talking vegan and what is because it becomes they're so dysfunctional. We are so dysfunctional in that default state that when we see other people becoming functional, we find that very weird. Like even when you see someone gardening, you find that weird. Like it's more functional to go to the supermarket and buy your food there and grow your own food. Like it's but we are looking at people we condemn people that grow food. It's crazy, but we go and bring bulldozer in the field. We have lost complete sense of that's why I tell you it's tainted by madness. Yeah, we are producing food, but with bulldozer. We bring bulldozer in the field. We respect the earth. You tell me we're respecting the earth? No, we're mutilating where it's full of madness. Agriculture is filled with madness. All the product that we're putting on the plants in the ground and the chemicals and it's crazy that the ground is depleted from almost all minerals. They're like traces of minerals in the ground. It's like we have. It's possible to gain back that paradise it's a new earth. Like I said, it's a new earth. It's a new state of. We are entering a new state of mind, a new state of awareness for sure, because. It's not only me here. There's all kinds of people on YouTube talking about the stuff I'm talking about, the waking up. Okay, we might not all expose it the same way. But like I say often, we're all returning home. We're all returning home. We're all making sense of who we are, what we came to do here. And your way to go home is your way to go home. My way is my way. And it's important not to judge each other for the way we're taking, also to return home. Some people are very, very judgmental. They become very judgmental once they wake up. Once they wake up, they see others as globe-tards or, when I hear these words, when I hear people calling names to each other, I find that very low awareness, very low spirit. I don't know. It's very egotistic. It's very me. I'm more into compassion and love than calling people names. Because who am I to judge anybody? Who am I to judge anybody? Judge not before you judge yourself. And I'm so busy, so busy working on myself. Why would I criticize others? If I criticize, I'm gonna criticize by creation. I'm gonna create something that. I criticize the government. Well, I created a channel on YouTube to express myself, not just stay silent. So, criticize by creation, very important. Don't just yap your mouth and create something. You don't agree with something? Perfect. Create something and emit your opinion why you don't agree with something. Don't just say, oh, someone else is going to do it. Someone else is probably going to pick up the pace at one point and take the torch. And no, you have to take the torch. You have to take the torch of your life with your two hands and say, I own my life. And I'm going to do something that's going to affect everybody. I'm going to do something for the benefit of us all. You don't have to go crazy and start just have goals. Have goals that help live for others. Living your dream might not be the same thing as me. Me, I want to become a motivational speaker. That's what I want to do. But because I want to help others, because my focus is on helping others. So if your focus is on feeding the plane better food, well, start something. Start a restaurant, start a juice bar, I find that so amazing, people that do that. People that are, because this is how everything's going to dissolve, is once we become more aware of what is going on, the poison, and we start realigning ourselves and putting better foods in our body, and also not only better foods in our body, but becoming very, very conscious and sharing it with people, like starting business, a healthy business, a health food store and stuff. There's all kinds of beautiful stuff that people are coming up with, and that's going to make, at one point, the whole plane is going to change. It's not very hard to imagine a change happening once you do it. But if you don't, the moment you change your perception of the world and you change your ways and stuff, you're going to see the world very differently. You're going to pull the plug slowly from those Babylonian people and all the madness. But it's just we're so intoxicated with toxins and poison and all kinds of poison in our food. And the poison it's mostly in the food. In the food, there's lots of stuff in there, either hidden or in plain sight, whether it's written on the box or, TBHQ. What is that? When you see a word on a box that contains only letters, they don't tell you the name. They don't tell you what it is. They just give you the letters, TBHQ. I would ask myself some question. What is that? But this is what people don't do. They go to the store. They're very, very unconscious because they take something from the shelf in the basket without reading the ingredient. I've never read the ingredient before, maybe 10 years ago or something. I don't know. At one point, I was just grabbing stuff, and it's for sale, so it should be good for us. We trust them. We trust them on so many levels. The food, we trust anybody that gives us food, any restaurant, you go eat me. I don't eat in restaurants almost because I trust myself. I don't trust really what they put in it, what kind of scrap, what kind of, many restaurants have that shaker that, what's it called? To enhance the flavor, the MSG. They have a shaker of MSG beside the pizza, beside the stuff, and they put MSG in everything now these days because it enhances the flavor. You can find MSG in a lot of stuff. And if it's not MSG, it's going to be under another name. It's like now they're changing the names also to confuse people because they know we are becoming more conscious. We're questioning more. And now they don't call it corn syrup anymore. It's a natural sweetener. You see, just to confuse people. So very important to stay alert, stay focused, and becoming very aware of what you put inside your body is the first. That's how my awakening all started, is by becoming conscious of what I was ingesting as food. When you eat all kinds of fish and seafood and stuff like that, like shrimps and stuff, it's all at the bottom of the ocean. They eat all the crap of the ocean, and it's all, where our dysfunctionality is tainted by madness. So for sure, we have polluted the ocean, we have polluted the land, we have polluted the air. But at one point, once the people realize what they're doing, it's just to become conscious, like your consciousness is consciousness. It's not something that will expand in a lifetime. Uh, you either conscious of what you're doing, of your behavior, your actions, your words you're speaking, or you're not. Like it's not very complicated. Conscious is becoming, it's awake awareness. Awake awareness is being conscious. Like it's not very hard. Like if we start talking about consciousness and awareness and stuff like that, I like the word awareness because this is really what is happening right now. We are becoming very aware of what's going on, very aware of our power, of our potential, of our magnificence altogether as a whole. And we don't listen to them no more for telling us what to do with our lives. So we can govern our own self, govern our own ideas, our own mind. Especially, it's the mind that you have to take control over, because you can talk. Your body is free. Your body is free. You can do whatever you want. I can go wherever I want on earth today with enough money, my passport. I probably have no limit to go wherever I want. But with this, we limit ourselves. We limit ourselves with our thinking a lot. Our intellect, our reasoning is limiting us. Our ego is limiting us a lot. So all this spurt from the brain, the ego, the stuff. The ego doesn't come from the heart. The ego is incompatible with the now moment and the. So the ego is something that we're gonna work on. Janik, with all my travels, pour moi, it's come down to first have a healthy, stable, balanced home environment. Then we can go outside our fence. Like Christ said, home first, then others. Exactly, exactly. That's why I say, especially us, Red Rose, we have injuries. So, I'm not very mobile. I'm mobile, but I'm limited. But I think it's not on. Some people are going to say that pain body is something that pain body is very powerful. Pain body is very powerful for enlightenment, for waking up, for waking yourself up. Very important to have some kind of pain body. If you have no pain body, or you have to have something coming to shake you. Me, I give thanks. I give thanks for the what happened to me. Yes, it comes with anxiety sometimes. Sometimes I have anxiety because it's bothering me a lot. Like it's especially the blood clot. I did a blood clot in the leg, like the knee, the bone thing that I can deal with it, the bone being fractured and stuff, but it's the blood clot that is worrying me sometimes. And I try to not let myself attach to this too much. And I try to really, that's why focusing on having goals on, it's going to take your mind away from the pain also. It's very important. That's why I do what I do, because I'm in severe pain and I have to do something to, to stay focused. If not, I'll lose focus. It's essential for me to come on YouTube. It's essential. It was meant to happen. It was meant to be. And I'm at this place for a reason. And but yeah, the pain body, it can be very beneficial. Very beneficial. If you listen to the calls, if you listen to your art, it can be so beneficial. It can save your life. It can save your life. It can break. The things that breaks you in life are the things that make you. So let the stuff break you. Let life break you down, and then reborn. Come out of the hash and be reborn. That's what happened to me. It's a reborn. That's why I like Sam. Sam is calling his camp the reborn camp. That's what happened with us. We're being reborn. My daughter is telling me, she keeps telling me, Daddy, you have all kinds of gray hair in your beard and your hair. She said, you're getting all kinds of. I said, yeah, but I'm getting younger. That's why. I'm getting younger. I'm not getting older. I feel younger. I feel like I was 20 years old. The same thing. I don't feel old but this is the rejuvenating of the mind also. Once you rejuvenate the blueprint, you feel much more alive. You feel younger. I'm sure a lot of people have that feeling. I'm not the only one. Stuff I experience here. Stuff I did, stuff I do, other people have done it. I'm not the first one to talk about stuff I'm talking. Other people have done it. I have my very, very own unique vibrational signature, and I'm very, very pleased with that because that's what has to come out, and we all have one. So this is what is necessary to make come out of us the greatness. Yeah, embrace the pain, then rise like the phoenix. Exactly. I embrace the pain. I embrace the pain every day. But sometime I'm still I have problem with the word human. I don't want to say it anymore because I don't think it can define us. We are so much more than words. There's no word that can define us. This is what takes all the mystery away from life too, is the words. Sometimes I get so like I'm using them because I'm aware of the programming with it. So I don't try to not let myself but caught up, but there's only a certain amount of word I can use. First of all, I'm French and I don't have a super extended vocabulary in English. I'm trying to my best here. I'm trying my best. C'est pas mon premier langue. Ma première langue, c'est le français. Donc, I try my best, but we're gonna grow with this. I'm gonna get better in English too. I don't think I'm that bad. I'm able to come live on YouTube and speak English, so I think I'm okay. That doesn't make me freak out. But what I would like is to have more vocabulary, a more extended vocabulary, and that I'm working on. Reading books, listening to videos, listening to people, speaking it. Stretching outside my comfort zone to learn the most, because I want to learn English more and more because that's the tongue everybody the language everybody speaks. Pretty much you can go everywhere with English, and not only that, I can come on YouTube. That's the place where by coming here I'm everywhere in the world already. There's people I don't know where you from all today. I think Red Rose. Where are you from, Red Rose? Maybe you can tell us. Tell me where you're from, so I know where you're from here today. There's 11 viewers. So it would be nice to know where you're from, where you're watching from. I would like to know that. That's very... you rock, Janik. Give yourself a hug pour moi, mon ami. Now it's good. Okay, here. Big hug. Big hug for Red Rose. Yeah. You speak good English, coach. Yeah, I'm trying my best. It's just to read. It's by reading that I will get a lot better too. I'm conscious of that. I know the actions I have to take. I know the actions I have to take to become more fluent in English. And I'm taking them. But, it takes timing. Everything takes timing. But if I take, if I look, one talk like this seems like nothing. But if I come here every day for 5 years, how many videos do you think there will be on that channel? Think about it. Think about the inspiration it can give to someone. That's a legacy I'm leaving you behind. For people to be inspired to their greatness. This is what I want. That's the great stuff I'm leaving behind. And because I'm going to keep going at that stuff, obviously, I didn't come that far to only come that far. I'm not going to stop, say, okay, I'm getting off YouTube. No, I'm very, very... living in St. John, Newfoundland. Great. You're in Newfoundland. Is that it? No, Newfoundland. Is that it? St. John, Newfoundland. NL, it's Newfoundland? I think so. Yeah, St. John. Yeah. Born in Spain. Live in the UK, England. Granby, Quebec. Granby, Quebec. Cindy, you're from Quebec. I didn't know. Cindy Diddley. Français en plus. Je savais pas. Tu vois, des fois, il y a des gens qui viennent ici et qui parlent français. Je sais pas, moi, là, tu sais, I make my show in English, but I know their potential. But I like to see that. You see my reaction, how happy I am? That's a real reaction. That's not fake. Yeah, I'm very happy. I didn't think there was people from Quebec listening to me, honestly. I don't think I was listened to here very, very much. I'm very happy to see that. Yeah, très bien, Fanny Lancer. Yeah. I don't know if you guys have commented something else. Transformation. Yeah, transformation is possible. That's what we're doing. We're transforming the earth. That's what we're doing with our thoughts. Especially with our thoughts, we're transforming the earth. Yeah, Michigan. Greetings all. Suzanne, just rising up in Ham Arbor, Michigan. Big up, big up, Suzanne. Yeah. Peta. Fanny Lancer. Yeah. I'm at the farthest East Coast town in North America where I came to begin a march from the peace train in 08. One person from 08. You know, the 8 is everywhere in my journey, Red Rose. You're telling me that there's a synchronicity in between us. You know, when we meet, when people meet in life, there's a reason for that. There's a reason for us getting together also in that journey, and the reason you're coming on my channel, and the reason I'm doing this, and this is all meant to be. Like, I believe in the divine power orchestrating stuff for us if we take action. Like, aide-toi puis le ciel va t'aider. That's what my mother used to tell me. Help yourself and the sky will help you, but it's the people that will come your way and help you. Very, very much. Greetings, Suzanne. Yeah. You are closer to me than most. I'm near Chicago. You guys are so far away from me. I'm near Chicago. Just experienced my first real winter with snow. Yeah, and Chicago is bad for snow. You know, around the Great Lake, you have more snow than in Quebec sometimes. It's bad, the snow in Michigan and stuff like that sometimes. Yeah, first snow. Hey, sometimes I hear a snowfall in USA, 60 centimeter and 70 centimeter. It's like 2-3 feet of snow. Like, it's crazy. But here we rarely have that. This winter wasn't so bad here in Quebec. We've had bad winters. We had an ice storm. That was bad. That was bad. The whole thing was paralyzed. The whole province was paralyzed almost. The south of the province was paralyzed by the high storm. Hola, from Avalon, UK. Mia Mediamogo. Big up. Big up yourself. Yeah. Yeah. So greetings, everyone. Very, very happy. Flatlander Montgomery is in the house. Hi, everyone. Yeah, very happy to see we're from all over the world here. Avalon, UK, Michigan, Newfoundland, Quebec. Wow. Great vibe. Great vibe. Yeah, very happy to... there's a reason we're all here, my friend, and a reason why you turn your life around. We are all a part of this sync now, speaking world-changing things. Yeah, I never seen snow before, being from Santa Cruz, California. Wow, big change for sure. But change is good. Change is always good. Change is very... change make you feel alive, like, especially moving from one, like, often this is what also makes us feel dead or makes us lose the grip out of life, is we stay often at the same place. Like, it's good to move houses, to move apartment, to go to another city, discover new people, new experience. You know, this is what I love to do. I told my wife I would like to move to Vancouver. Like, I want to move from Quebec to Vancouver. So it's possible. It's going to happen eventually. But yeah, if there's one place I would like to move in Canada, either north of Quebec, or the Northwest Territories, Yellowknife, up north, or Anchorage, Alaska, I would love it, or Vancouver, BC, like around the Vancouver area, Surrey, or some places like that, or Okanagan Valley, like Kelowna. I would love it. I would love to live in Kelowna. So these are places that I have in mind, because, yeah, I want to stay in Canada. Canada is a great place, very beautiful, very lots of great people. Canadians are great people, are very warm people from the heart. You're going to see if you come to Canada. Some of you are from here, but some not. But not because we're very, very different, we're better than other people, But I don't know. There's a different vibe in Canada than in USA. It's a different vibe. It's but it's just a country after all. It's just it's we get attached very very much to this, to our nationality, and to our country, and to this and to that. We find a lot of attachment, into saying that I'm Canadian. Just this is defining us. Like, I'm on a land that's called Canada, with Babylon borders around. But to me, it should. I'm a citizen of Earth. I'm a citizen. Yeah, the word is okay. Citizen of Earth, and that's life. You got to be born somewhere. If not, I would have drowned. I have to be born on the land. So yeah, living at the 0 point in North Pole would be great too. Yeah, the portal in the North Pole. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, somewhere up north, I would live it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Flatlander Montgomery. Cindy, big up. Big up yourself, Cindy, from Granby, Quebec, for sure. So, guys, I'm letting you go, and I'll be back at 10 o'clock on the Truman Show. Then in about 2 hours with Don Tepa and Advi from Jamaica. Two reggae singers from Jamaica. Great, man. Don Tepa. Don Tepa, you've seen him on the Truman Show before. He came three times so far. It's his fourth time on the Truman Show, and I love hanging out with him. He's great mind. Very, very calm, very great minds. And with Advi, another singer that is on the 10th floor record team, with Teacher D and Advi and Don Tepa and Mr. Ice. But Mr. Ice, that's now Greg Roy, changed his name. There's a lot of people, a lot of good people around that 10th floor records in Jamaica, especially Teacher D, Don Tepa, and the one I named you. But there could be others that I'm not aware. But there's a lot of great people in general. We are coming out of this dysfunctional default state, this very highly dysfunctional default state, and we are returning home, finding back who we are, and letting go of Babylon thinking. This is what we're letting go, because letting go of Babylon, I mean, Babylon is Babylon. We have to deal with it. But it's also possible to create your own world and not be so trapped in Babylon. There's all kinds of traps. They set all kinds of traps for you to fall in. So be very, very careful. Be wise. Free your mind. Rise and shine. Very important. Give your life everything you've got. You have one life to live. One life. Don't even ask question if it's worth it. There's only one. So go ahead and do it. Just do it. Burn down Babylon. Yeah. Burn down Babylon for sure. He's out. He will be back in 2 hours on the Truman Show. Big up yourself, everyone. He's out.